Are you guys excited?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm really excited to be on the prediction sponsored BSJ Banana Slime Monkeys podcast. Thanks for having me, boys.
Okay, so I figured we could have like some small talk, but I also figured that this shit's gonna take a decently long time, so we might as well just get the fucking ball rolling. Is that good with you guys? What I want to establish before we start, we'll get in the groove of it, is what are you guys gonna use as criteria? Like what are some factors that like define for you how good an Ag Shard is?
So that's a good question. I usually just gut these things. I feel like just 1,400 gold, that can get you a lot of good things in this game. So that just how does it compare to these items that are worth 1,400 gold, basically?
Okay.
Yeah, I would just say how frequently you would actually want to purchase the Ag Shard and like how much use you would see out of it when you do purchase it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like not only is it frequency, which I did consider, and I also considered like similar cost items. Like for supports. Ghost Scepter, for instance, like similar cost. But I also considered like what's the likelihood that a hero can have 1,400 extra gold? Like certain heroes like Undying, are they really ever gonna have 1,400 gold to like spare? And then also
True.
the fact. Go ahead.
Like in a vacuum, some shards are like really sick if you can get them, but these heroes are never going to get them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's what I was. Sure. That's what I read some of them like. Who really cares about his? Like nobody. Like you're never gonna have 1,400 gold. But then the last criteria is like which one of them are like literally core. Like I think some of them you see them purchased like literally every game. So
like they make the hero good. Basically.
Yeah, they define the hero being viable. So we're gonna go through it, but I just want to give the audience a general idea of what we're thinking here.
A few moments later.
So next we got Axe. One of my favorites in the game, Crappa, because you just used to get it for free. Causes Axe to have a chance to proc counter helix on attacks.
Fucking garbage.
Attack procs ignore counter helix cooldown. Increases attack speed by 25. Yeah, this is like... You're never going to buy... Like, you need, like, Blade Mail, Blink, BKB, Yules. Like, there's so many items that this hero could buy. And he's not a carry. And... You used to debate whether or not you'd take the attack proc counter helix as a 15 talent versus like mana regen. Like it used to be like a debate. So yeah. I put this one in like literally F tier. If there is an F tier.
Yeah.
I also gotta say like Axe is a hero that like you have to be very deliberate about your money with because at some point with Axe you just stop getting gold.
This is true.
Unless you're like consistently killing heroes.
That's true.
You
almost just
never like as almost never the case. So like you're actually never gonna just have an extra 1,400 gold, and you're like, yeah, let's just attack some heroes a little faster. That's gonna be a great idea. Like
okay, I'm adding an F tier. I don't know why there wasn't an F tier to begin with this.
I personally actually think this is specifically like an insult. Like Ice Frog lost a game to like an axe picker or something.
That wouldn't like Manta AC or something.
Specifically put that in the game. It's like, well, okay, dickhead. Now it's you have to actually pay for this.
Yeah, I can feel some hostility in this
of course.
Creation.
There's no other explanation for it. It's an insult.
Next one is Bristleback. So Bristlebacks is a new ability called Hairball, awesome name, coughs a quill-packed hairball towards the target location, erupts at the location, hitting enemies in a 700 radius with goo and 2 quills. So it's a 20-second cooldown, it's like 100 mana cost. I put this like top A, maybe even low S tier because I tried this shit out, and if you're gonna pick Bristle, you're buying this fucking thing. It's like pretty insane actually. I think.
Yeah.
It's like the whole way Quills works as an ability is that it's a snowballing however many stacks you can get, and usually you're limited by how much damage you're taking and the cooldown of your Quills itself. So this actually just speeds up the snowball, and it also like can cancel blinks and shit. So I'm putting it low S, actually, is what I'm going to say.
It's huge, too. Like, the range, it's massive how far you can throw this fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've played against this. It feels bad. It feels bad playing against it, so for sure, I would say S tier for
nice.
Sure. Oh, Clinks. There's another hero I haven't seen, like, a single time.
Oh, this one's OP.
All right, on Clinks, we have the Ags Shards Skeleton Walk, causes Skeleton Walk to create 2 Burning Army Skeletons. This is a lie, actually. So I saw Sammy Boy carry me with this one time. This one is absolutely bonkers! Okay, it used to be more bonkers, because of the old Skeleton Walk cooldown talent was like, it was minus 10 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, now it's down to, it's a 10-second cooldown after the talent.
Yeah, now it's it used to be a 7-second cooldown with the talent. Now it's a 10-second cooldown with the talent. But Sammy Boy quite literally made 12 skeletons in the enemy base while we were sieging, just like casually, and the enemy team tried to initiate it into us, and they just insta-died every time. So, I mean, again, a little worse with the 15 talent getting nerfed, but I would put this way up there. Two burning armies every single time. I don't know, man.
Is this S tier or what?
I would say S tier. I think it is.
It seems really good to me. Clinks just like does usually struggle to get items. That's like my only concern. But it seems really strong.
He goes Midas.
It seems like the hero is getting what he used to get for 4,200 gold for 1,400 with no stats. So it's like now you get 2,800 gold to spend on like some stats or some shit.
I would definitely say if Clinks was in a better place right now, that this Ag Shard would be so nutty. But like, I just think Clinks in general is not in the
when Clinks is a good hero again. If this is like still the same thing, I think it'll be like literally every game, right?
Yeah, this is why you pick Clinks. Is this Ag Shard? Oh man, this one is good. So this makes it so Fissure, the cooldown is reduced by 2 seconds, which is great because Fissure is like one of the best abilities in the entire game. Then it allows Earthshaker to walk on Fissure, which is pretty cool. And then when he casts an ability, Aftershock is released along the path. And it's not just Aftershock released along the path. It's like there's a lot of the little Aftershocks. Like the radius is fucking massive. I think this is S tier. I think this thing's amazing. I think every single game you have Earthshaker, you're going to go for this because if you're going and echoing a fight and like stunning the backlines of Fissure, you also get your enchant totem on them too. With the Aftershock, so it's more giant AoE disable. How the hell can you go wrong with that?
It's actually like survivability too. I just want to say, like, you'd literally just run back and forth over the fissure when somebody's trying to kill you. I was trying to kill an Earthshaker the other day and I couldn't.
I also saw Moon Meander abuse it like the no collision walking lasts for like lingers for like 2 seconds or something. You actually can just like walk into trees or like walk over cliffs and stuff.
Really?
You're not even on
you can go up cliffs
for like a little bit. Yeah, like
that's insane.
Is that only if your fissure is over that cliff? Or
yeah. I think I believe it was over a cliff. I could be wrong. Hold on, I gotta test this now. But I remember Moonmander abused it like really.
Yeah,
really
somebody
hard,
said you can walk over cliffs. It does allow you to walk over cliffs. I would put. Wait, what did we decide? Top A, lower S.
I would say S tier. I've seen this purchased as early as like second item on some heroes. So like I actually think this is nuts.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I think it's very strong.
I think it's top of S tier. I think this is the best one we've ranked so far.
Let's not forget about Earth Spirit. So, Earth Spirits causes Earth Remnants to provide 400 ground vision and increases charge count by 4. I think the ability to scout up hills is insane, and I think this is like S tier.
100%. I think you get this every single game on Earth Spirit. I don't think there's an Earth Spirit player in chat that doesn't agree with that. The Remnants, that's all these guys bitch about. So, I don't want to fight. I don't have Remnants, guys. Like, all right, dude, fucking relax.
See, Z-Freak literally bought it in our open qualifier games earlier today, and the enemy team was just Roshing, and he was just like, don't worry, lads. Just drops a Remnant and Rosh. And we're like, all right, we know exactly what's going on.
It's an unkillable ward, dude. It's an unkillable. You can't kill it. You can't kill the ward. It's like literally having the enemy team place a ward on top of you, and then you just like look at it. You know, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay,
it's great for sure.
Fucking broken for sure. Okay, we got Enigma. I think this Ag Shard is fucking dope. It says black. I didn't think it was good at first, but its black hole now does a non-interrupting pull towards its center, and it pulls at a rate. Dude, this shit is nuts. The 1200 AOE, like. You'd think it wouldn't matter because you can just walk away, but it's actually super obnoxious.
Dude,
and
you're so slow at walking away, though. You're so slow.
I think I would put this in A tier, personally. I would put this in A or maybe bottom of S.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree. People come try to like stun your black hole and they just get sucked into it.
Yeah, dude.
Fly into it.
Yeah, I'll put it bottom of S. I think that's a very good one.
My heart is racing right now, dude.
Woo! We got a 50 times one. Another bonus.
Boom!
I love how pretty it is.
Ignition, and it's good. It's very good.
Wisp. Ending tether now stuns enemies touching it for 1.75 seconds and deals 150 damage. Increases movement speed by 5%. I would say that if you're on top of somebody tethering them, Wisp is probably fucking dead. So I'm going to say, like, D tier. Any objections?
No, I think that's fine. I don't think you would really want to commit the 1,400 gold.
And you're breaking tether. So...
Yeah, it's like... I don't...
Nah, this is actually F. This shit's trash. I'm putting it in F. Oh,
really
shit,
not
what happened
great.
here? I just did something. Okay, wait. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're good, we're good. The F tier losers jumped out of the tier list, but we're good now. Okay, I'm taking this one because it's one of the few heroes that I actually have been spamming this patch. Sorry, monkeys, to steal your thunder here. I'm playing... We're talking Juggernaut here. So, Juggernaut's Ags Shard increases your move speed during Blade Fury by 100, and they did nerf it to make it so it attacks a random nearby enemy once per second for 75% damage instead of full damage. So, this shard is S tier, 100%. This thing's fucking busted. You buy it like third, fourth item on Jug every single fucking game. Like, most games, you're scared to do damage around 25 to 30 minutes into the game because you, like, die without spinning. And now you can just, like, spin on top of people. Ghost Scepter? What a joke. I have a level 20 talent that makes me do 300 damage with spin. No Ghost Scepter? Hey, you fucking die, bro. So I'm giving this an S. Anybody object? I'm putting it third behind Clinks and Earthshaker. We got Lion, Jenkins.
Yes, it buffs his best ability, Mana Drain, which causes it to grant True Sight. God forbid, it should just do that by default. And then also reduces their attack speed for 120. So you have to sit there just sucking somebody to reduce their attack speed. This is terrible because Lion is just a terrible hero, and Mana Drain is the most terrible spell on the most terrible hero in the game. I'm going to go ahead and F tier this one.
So, if somebody were to be sucking you, Jenkins, would you be upset that they could see you and they would also slow your attack speed?
I would want the lights to be off for sure.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page there. Okay, we got Marana, monkeys.
Oh, this one is not... This is S tier. Before even reading it out loud, I know this shit's S tier. Alright, this Ags Shard is a leap upgrade, grants +1 leap charge. Leap buff grants Marana 1.5 times critical strike attacks for its duration. This just makes carry Marana like super viable. You just output so much damage. You can have incredibly quick timings with it. It's just good. And you get an extra leap charge. 4 leaps is just better than 3.
I'm going to put it at bottom of S just because for
Sure.
carry Marana, I think it's like absolutely core, absolutely sick, but like is support Marana necessarily going to get
I
it?
mean, sure, maybe not, but I mean, it makes mid and carry Marana.
Yeah.
Like,
So
super
if you're a
good.
core Marana, you are 100% buying it. So I'll put it at bottom of S. I agree with you very strong. We got Monkey King Shard. So they did nerf it. So the numbers that we see here are going to be a bit off. So I'll make sure I get it right. It lowers the tree dance cooldown from 1 to 0.4 and cast point from 0.4 to from 0.3 to 0.1. Yeah, this shit's bust. This one's like, once you get 3 items, you're buying this every single fucking game, and the whole punishment for Monkey in the late game is that he gets stunned when he's on trees, and it's like so easy to see him jump to a tree and stun him because it takes him long to get off the tree, and now it just doesn't. So I'm putting this like, I actually think this is probably the best Ag Shard in the entire game. I would put it. I'm putting it top
right
of
after
this.
the patch came out, I was party queuing with Z Freak, and he played Monkey King and bought this. Dude, he got across the map in like 3 seconds. I just was laughing so.
No. Here was my favorite. No, monkeys. Here's my story of the patch. So you know how you're like in the enemy triangle, and then you TP top, like say we're Radiant, you TP top to clear the creep wave, and you're like, team, you got to be careful. And the enemy team's like, oh, we have an opportunity. Their guy TP top. I did that, and I said, guys, just don't fight for like 1.5 seconds. And then I clear the creep wave, and then just jump all the way across the map. The enemy team was smoked there, and I was already back, dude. I was already back. So
You're like so nutty.
Like, if you're like Pudge or something, it's like, guys, please don't fight for 3 minutes. Like, I'm gonna need to walk across.
So I think that aspect, like any hero that can just it's broken. You buy it literally every game. We got a really shitty shard here. You know, I'm not gonna take it away. You two are both.
Come on!
You guys are both Nature's Prophet players. Either one of you can do this one. It's really shitty, but you guys can do it.
Dude, I got a Nature's Prophet video coming out. Okay.
Go ahead, Jenkins.
Boots of Travel, Meteor Hammer, Guest Blader. Talk your ass. I'm gonna fucking ruin 3K pugs. Okay? This thing is top of S tier. Listen to this logic, okay? So, split pushing natures, you are bound by a 37-second cooldown on Nature's Call unless you want to present your hero on a fucking platter for the enemy team, okay? 37-second cooldown. This greater treant is associated with an 8-second cooldown, so you are limited by a 20-second cooldown on teleportation. So if you literally removed Nature's Call, Nature's Prophet split pushing would get 2 times as good with this Ags Shard. Just if you literally fucking removed one of his abilities. Okay, so add on top of that, the fact that people can't quelling out of trees anymore, you need phase and a quelling blade, and the fact that for some reason these treants have 3 times the health, 3 times the damage, and better BAT than the regular treants. This thing is busted. This is S tier.
So this is like D tier, right? That's what you're getting at?
Brian, go fuck yourself, okay?
I can't disagree here. Okay, my turn.
Sorry, monkeys. This one really gets me off these days. I've been...
Oh, don't. I buy it most games on Fury.
I watch both of your streams occasionally, and whenever I see, like, Monkeys and you, if you're ever playing Nature's Prophet, you guys are both just cackling as you're killing tier 3s as, like, some team fights going on with these
dude, they do so, especially if you have an AC or something, dude, they do so much damage to building.
Okay, guys, this is a pretty mediocre one, but I guess we'll breeze by it a bit. We got Nyx Assassin's Ag Shard. Causes your Vendetta attack to reduce magic resistance by 20% for 4 seconds, and it also increases your movement speed in Vendetta by 40% and unlocking max speed. So I was watching a stream today, I don't remember where, but they said that Nyx had a 59% win rate in the high tier brackets. I believe it was Excalibur stream, and they also said that out of all matchups in the game, he has a higher than 50% win rate against literally every hero in the game, and this Ag Shard is fucking stupid.
Dude,
and like, if you ever try to, yeah, the whole way to counter Nyx is not let him hit you with Vendetta and stun him when he's in Vendetta, and now he's just moving at like 700 move speed. So I'm gonna put this like third.
You can actually just walk up hills on Nyx, and like by the time the enemy team is
by the time they see you, you've already walked through the sentry, dude.
Yeah, it's really ridiculous.
Okay, I put it third on S, dude. This shit's fucking stupid. Outworld Destroyer, excuse me.
Oh fuck this shit, man. My god, I've actually gone for this with offlane OD. Oh my god, it kills you. All right, because for this causes Essence Flux, which I don't know what the fuck Essence Flux is, excuse the French, becomes a 1.5 second channel ability, so you have to sit there channeling. It looks really stupid while he does it, by the way. Swaps Outworld Devourer's current life and mana totals, only transfers 75% of the respective values. Okay, now here's the problem. OD actually has a lot of HP, and like you'd think, oh, he's gotta have a lot of mana. He really doesn't. Like his HP is quite a lot. And then Arcane Orb costs current mana, so you're always low goddamn mana running around on this idiot. You sit there channeling it, and then the enemy team actually shouldn't interrupt it because it kills you. It does more damage to you than it heals. This is the single worst Ag Shard in the entire game, uncontested. It is awful. It's complete garbage.
Yeah, agreed. Looks like garbage. I've never even seen it bought before, but it looks like garbage.
Okay, I think I did your assessment due diligence with my tier list here, Jenkins. Aghanim Shard for Puck. We got Waning Rift, now deals extra 70 damage and knocks enemies back 250 distance over 0.4 seconds. If that's not enough for you, it reveals invisible enemy units and wards in an area for 5 seconds. I would put this as like the 3rd or 4th best Ag Shard in the game. I just think it's way too strong. Like, I feel like it could do 2 of those 3 things and then you would still purchase it.
Yeah, it just does like 17 different things. I mean, that's way too fucking much. What are you doing?
I actually had no idea it reveals invisible enemy units and wards in addition to like.
Dude, it's literally disgusting.
That is pretty silly.
Yeah, like the fact that like I think we'll get into it later. Any Ag Shard that prevents you from having to buy detection, I think is pretty insane. Because in the late game, any core can't afford to carry detection.
Except Lion's Mana Drain.
Except for
Yeah, of
Lion's
course,
Mana. I mean,
Of course.
no. We've already talked about this, monkeys. We want the lights off when we're sucking people. We don't
True.
want to
Of course.
see those people. Okay.
Well, that's not the perspective. I said I was the one. Okay, all right.
That's what Jenkins said earlier, guys. You don't have to watch the VOD. That is specifically
I
what
was not
Jenkins...
the one that was doing the sucking in that little analogy there, but you put yourself in that position, okay?
I like how you wanted to avoid sexual innuendos with the podcast title, and all we do is talk about sexual shit half the time.
It's always erotic with you, Brian. It's always sexual and erotic.
I remember talking to Jenkins about this one because he played a pub with me where he built this on Sand King.
Oh,
How do you feel about Sand King's awesome Ag Shard, Jenkins?
oh my fucking god, what a waste of money. What a waste of money. Okay, every 700 units, which by the way is a shitload, that's like half a Pudge hook range for Pudge players out there, cast an Epicenter Pulse around Sand King in a 400 AoE, which is actually pretty goddamn small. But the problem with this thing is you see it in fog and you see it in smokes.
Yeah.
So you just see him running around in trees like trying to be... Literally, take subtlety, okay? Remove that from the game because that no longer exists when you have this thing. It's horrible. It actually detriments you. I'd say this is actually on OD tier. This is terrible. It ruins the game. It is only a negative.
I personally believe that if they fix the seeing you in fog, then I personally would actually buy this quite frequently after 20 minutes because you typically do a lot of long fights on Sand King, and basically like every burrow strike in is an extra, like 110 damage or whatever. So you're probably casting like what 3-4 burrow strikes in a fight. Every blink in or whatever, you get an extra 110 damage. I feel like the damage is not that bad, but the revealing in fog, it just makes it like, dude.
Is this OD tier or F tier?
I mean, again, if they fix the see you in fog shit, I would say like B tier. But
I actually think the see you in fog is like game ruining at the current iteration.
I would literally say OD tier because like if you can see, like you can't smoke, you can't walk around, you can't do shit.
But this is crucial. Is it better or worse than OD?
You can't do anything. You actually can't do anything with it. It's so garbage.
Is it better or worse than OD, guys?
Oh, geez. That's actually a hard one, man. It's like OD is just a waste of money, and you just won't use it. But Sand King, like, you can't turn it off. It's just there. So I'd actually put it worse than OD because you can't stop it from happening other than not moving.
Okay.
Like, you have to stop moving.
Okay. Shadow Shaman, Jenkins.
All right. Okay, Shadow Shaman.
Shaman.
There's a lot of... I'm actually trying to type this into the game, realizing there's a lot of Shadow heroes in the game. There he is, little bastard. Shackles creates 4 Serpent Wards attacking the target, and it increases cast range by 150. This thing is definitely S tier. I think the fact that it increases the cast range, and then on top of that, you have a cast range talent and an ether lens. Like, you can shackle somebody from just halfway across the goddamn map, and then the wards are like an added bonus that just do a ton of damage, especially with the Shackles total damage talent. This thing is like, I would say mid S tier with what we've put in there so far. The wards are great for farming, too.
That's the dirty Ag Shard for sure.
Yeah, it actually just lets you clear almost an entire creep wave, if not an entire creep wave, by just shackling a creep for half a second.
Yeah, it's creep clear, it's damage in team fights, it's tower pressure, it does it all.
I think it would be more balanced if, like, it was the duration of the wards was, like, 20 seconds, but it was scaled based on how long you channeled the shackle. So, like, if you channeled the shackle full duration, it would be 20 seconds. But if you just do this, like, insta-shackle, it's, like, 2 seconds. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like it's a little wonky that you just... I just think it's not balanced very well, because most people are just using it to, like, insta-shackle a creep and then, walk away, which I think is...
people use it to farm and
It was not the initial intent, I'm pretty sure. So,
I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was. It was like, you're going to do big damage on the guy in the team fight. It's like, well, I'm actually going to farm creeps with this, buddy.
Yeah, I think it's a little weird. Okay, that it makes sense that people are using it that way, but yeah. Yikes. It's funny that it landed... Oh, wait, no, this is supposed to land on monkeys, but obviously I'm doing Slark. So, we got... gives him a new ability called Fish Bait. reduces movement speed of an enemy by 30% for 6 seconds, and provides true sight over them. If Slark pounces on the enemy during that time, he will be rewarded with 50 attack speed for the duration of the leash. I'll be honest that, yeah, I've, like, considered buying it. I've played Slark a few times. I think he's also not a very good hero. So I think the fact that it is called fish bait is appropriate because it is an F tier for me.
Yeah, they buffed it and probably moved that up from OD tier to F tier. So.
Yeah, it went from OD.
Congratulations, Slark players.
Yeah, sure. You can now buy this and have it be an F tier worthy when you are 7 slotted. So, okay, we got Undying. Increases decay radius by 100 and spawns a zombie around each target. So basically what I'll say about this is that Undying is never going to have 1,400 gold to spare, and I want to put it in F tier simply because it's not good enough to consider game-changing, and he's never going to have 1,400 gold. Any objections?
I mean, that's 3 bracers, which is like his 50-minute items. Like, that's what that's worth, so I don't think that's happening.
We'll put him top of the F tier just because it's purely based on lack of ability to purchase it. Weaver's Ags Shard that says, causes the swarm to latch onto and reveal invisible units, causing Geminate attack to also launch an extra attack on the other enemies within 1,200 range of the attack target that have beetles attached, and then reduces the cooldown of swarm by 4 seconds.
It doesn't even...
So,
oh, wait, no, never mind.
I would say that this Ag Shard would be something you buy almost every game if it just had the detection portion of it. So, like, that alone would put it at, like, low B if I had just had the detection portion. Because if you guys don't know, before this, the only way to really get rid of Weaver's bugs was just like a Shadow Blade or a Glimmer Cape. Like, that's really the only way to get rid of them. In the late game, you have to hit this shit 6 times. Like, it ain't happening most times. Most heroes can't do that. So, I would put this at, like, bottom of S tier. Like, I think this shit's really good.
This is nutty for sure.
Yeah, so
I think this makes Weaver actually able to possibly scale like a lot of these other like hyper carries because you can just kill the entire enemy team.
I think this Ag Shard like single-handedly made Weaver like a meta hero basically.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I felt like this one changed his late game drastically, and the fact that you just can't remove bugs anymore with any other way than actually hitting them makes this like really fucking good.
All right, on Wyvern we got Cold Embrace upgrade. When Cold Embrace ends, a Splinter Blast goes off at that location, hitting enemies within 1,200 range. I feel like that's just a very meh upgrade, especially for 1,400 gold. You're like almost never even gonna get to this on Wyvern. I would say D tier at like best.
I thought this was like straight up F. Personally.
Yeah. I said at best. I'm down for F. I'm down for F.
Monkeys.
I'm down for that too.
Okay, F in chat for Winter Wyvern, guys. Witch Doctor gets the Voodoo Switcheroo new ability, turns you into a Death Ward for 2 seconds. Your Death Ward attacks a bit slower, but you are hidden and invulnerable during this time. Yeah, I'd put this one at like a solid A. Like, it's just like, it's like a Ghost Scepter, but instead of, being immune to physical, you're just immune to everything. And, I think on any support, having a bit of survivability that also offers a bit of damage seems really nice to me. So it's not amazing, but can I stop opening paint? But
dude, I don't know, man. You can dodge shit with it. I saw who is it? Steel Borko. He dodged the Phoenix or the Phoenix egg explosion that like stuns by just using this because he becomes invulnerable.
So you want to put it higher than low A, like high A?
We're going, yeah. I mean, I think it's actually like super solid, man.
So really S, or what are you thinking here, buddy?
I would say high A, maybe low S. I think this is a super good.
I'm down with low S because I feel like if you're playing Witch Doctor, you're getting this thing like 100%.
I've seen it purchased very often. Yes.
Yeah, you're getting this.
And it's not like a meme when it's purchased. It's like actually super annoying that he just goes away for 2 seconds. So.
Yeah.
Like not being able to kill a Witch Doctor sucks, man. It sucks.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's a very killable guy usually. So
all I gotta say is I feel like the way we rated these Ags Shards changed so much throughout this podcast. So don't take this list too seriously, but I mean...
Hey, monkeys, man, we did not just spend 3 hours to make this fucking shit for people to not obey it, like literal rank for rank here, dude.
I would say like the majority of the heroes belong where they are, but you know, I'm sure we messed up our grading a bit for the earlier heroes.
I think I'm
Jenkins?
gonna go ahead and end down and just veto everything Monkeys just said. I think all of this is 100,000% correct. As correct as you can get. If anybody disagrees, any pros out there want to disagree with us, we'll see you at TI 11, and we'll see if you keep talking there. Monkeys has been working out. It's been rock climbing. So if you want to talk shit about our tier list, we'll see what happens TI 11 there, boys.
Yeah, so this will be going up on YouTube, guys, in case you missed any of it and you want to watch it again. Thanks again, Jenkins, for joining us. Just in case, wait, what's your YouTube title or stream or YouTube channel name there, Jenkins?
It's youtube.com/c/Jenkins69.
Is that actually true?
Yes, you've asked me that before. Twitch.tv/420Jenkins.
Oh goodness.
Gotta make sure we get our, credit where it's due. Jenkins, you are quite a riot. Always enjoyable to spend time with you as well, Monkeys. And I think we can just go ahead and call it here, because that was quite a meme episode. This was brought to you as part of the Banana Slam Jaren podcast, even though we don't have the normal overlay and all the shenanigans because we were doing this. And sponsored by Prediction, so thank you, Prediction, for sponsoring the podcast. Check them out. You can find all of our stuff, !podcast, for all that information, all that kind of crap if you want to see all the episodes. Thanks for watching, guys. And here's our final tier list. Take a snapshot, screenshot. You can put it up on your wall just in case you need this to reference in the middle of your games, because like Jenkins said, this is basically canon. You can basically just follow it religiously to a T and ignore everything Monkey said at the end. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys later.
See y'all. Have a good one.
If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all that shenanigans, because at the end of the day, YouTube does care about that. You may not care about it, I may not care about it, but the YouTube algorithm does. So please do.